Have you ever stood somewhere? There's some trees moving. Ignore the trees. Have you ever stood somewhere you've never been before? You're just standing somewhere you've never been before, but you feel a connection. You feel like you're home. You feel like you're supposed to be here. It's proper. This is it. Have you ever heard a piece of music, Gaelic music, let's say, Chasing Abbey, arís is arís? Have you ever heard that music and you felt something in your chest? You felt it. You can't do it. You felt a click. You felt a click. Something's happening here. You begin to realise something's happening now. Feel that click. Well, that feeling has no name in English, but the Gaelic people gave it a name. The Gaelic people gave it a name 6,000 years ago. They gave it a name, and it's been forgotten to us. That name was Ducas. Connection. The feeling of this country, why this country is special, why this country is the spiritual homeland of Gaelic people, why the Fomorians need to destroy this country. Because it's so special, it's so important, and it's a light to the whole world. Ducas is the name of that feeling. Ducas. And we've forgotten it. And when you begin to understand what this word means, you will never see the world the same again. You will begin to understand what's happening in Ireland. You'll begin to understand why this country has got to be destroyed. Why it will never be destroyed. Why, once the Irish people understand Ducas, once the Gaelic people understand Ducas, they can never, ever be destroyed. They've tried it again. Arís is arís. They've tried it again and again. But they've never really been successful, because you can destroy a person, but you can't destroy the heart. You can't destroy Ducas in McCree. You'll never see the world the same again, and everything that's going on in Ireland will suddenly make sense. I asked ChatGPT what Ducas means, and I can't remember what it said to me. I can't remember what it said, but I'm going to try to give you the standard translation. It gave me something I can't remember, but it was something like native place, something like connection to the land, it was something like homeland, it was something like who you are. I can't remember the words it said. But Ducas actually has three meanings. And I want to say, this is important, because I'm not an expert. I'm learning just like you. And I know I'm talking to some experts. I know I'm talking to some experts who are watching this video. So I want you to comment and tell me your interpretation, how you feel. Because there's some people who are more expert than me. I was born in Ireland, but I was born in a place called the Pale, which is the least Irish part of Ireland, and I'm beginning to remember who I am. That's what this is all about. It's just about me remembering who I am. And there's people who know it much better than me. So comment, and if you even don't know much better than me, comment what you feel anyway. But Ducas has is a trinity of meanings. It's just like the Triskele. The Trinity, can I put that up to the camera? The Trinity of the Triskele. Just like the Triskele. Ducas has a trinity of meanings. It means your native land. It means your native land. It means who you are. Who you are. So, but who you are doesn't mean like the body, doesn't mean the mind. It means who you are, the person. As I speak, there's a part of me that can hear. If I don't speak, let's say so, I'll say something in my head. So I've just said in my head the word Triskele. You didn't hear it, but I heard it. There's a part of me that can hear without hearing. There's a part of me that can move without my body moving. And that part of me that sees myself talking, it's Ducas is that part of me seeing me. So it's your native heritage homeland, but it's also who you are on a deep spiritual level. But it's also your connect. It also means your connection with your tribe, whoever that may be, your connection with land, the seas around Ireland, the lakes, the rivers, your connection, and your deep connection with the goddess Ériu has a Triskele of meanings. Triskele of meanings. I'm going to say Triskele of meanings. So, but these three things, just like the Triskele is three things in one, the meaning of Ducas is three things in one. They cannot be separated. So you, who you are, your homeland, and your connection with the goddess, with the spirituality of Ireland, with the lakes, with the rivers, your connection, those things cannot be separated. There are three things, but they're also one thing. And so you have this connection, you feel this connection, and those three things cannot be separated. And that's what Ducas is talking about. It's talking about the Triskele. It's talking about who you are. It's talking about what's going on in Ireland right now. Ducas. The Gaelic people, or as some people like to say, the Celts. I prefer to say the Gaelic people because the Celts is really a Roman word. And the Gaelic people didn't separate the person from the place. The person was the place. Ducas. The person was the place. The person was also the connection they had with the gods, with the Tuatha De Danann, with the goddess Ériu. Now, I know a lot of people who watch me will be maybe a different religion, maybe Catholic, maybe Christian, maybe even Muslim, maybe even Jewish. And I know at some level there's one, all that is God. But I think every religion recognizes that there's different aspects of God. Whether you call it the Holy Spirit, whether you call it, I think the Muslims say the Jinnah, that's not exactly God, but it's all that is. And the Gaelic people recognized that there was aspects, like the Irish land was the goddess Ériu, was an aspect of the divine. The Tuatha De Danann, Lu, that power you feel inside, it's an aspect of the all that is. And you cannot be disconnected from it. And you also cannot be disconnected from the land that you're connected to, that you've been connected to for 6,000 years. There's no disconnection. It's like I cannot be disconnected from my arm. My arm is a separate thing, but it's also part of me. There's no disconnection. And again, the Triskele talks about this. There's three aspects, but they can never be disconnected. It's a three in one. But you cannot be disconnected. Ducas recognizes that you cannot be disconnected from your land, from your homeland, from where you come from. But you also cannot be disconnected from the goddess, from Lu, from the gods. You are one. It's part of you. And you cannot be disconnected from the all that is or the other world. It's just like lead the whole. And so you cannot be disconnected, but also you are partnering. You are partnering with the gods. You partner with the gods. They are part of you. You are the Tuatha De Danann. You partner. Let the whole recognizes this. Let the whole recognise this, because it's translated to please, but it doesn't mean please. It means with your will. It means let it be. It means you are. The Catholic Church wants you to supplicate, oh God, please, 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 God. But the Gaelic people never supplicated. It wasn't supplication, let it whole. It was connection, was partnership. Was we are doing God's work right here on the earth. We are the Tuatha Dé Danann. We are the people we've been waiting for. That's what led the whole. And that's also what Ducas recognises. We are the people that we've been waiting for. We have the gods within us. We are the Tuatha Dé Danann. You cannot disconnect it. Just like I cannot disconnect my fingers from my hand. Well, I suppose I can, but I don't want to. It's like you cannot disconnect the three aspects of the Triskele. Yes, there is different aspects, but they're all one. You feel. You are much more than the body. You are much more than the mind. You are much more. You are the other world. You are the Tuatha Dé Danann. You are the gods. You are the goddess Ériu. You are Ireland. You are Ireland. You are your homeland. It cannot be disconnected. That's what Ducas is recognising, and that's what led the whole is recognising. You are partnering. You are doing their work on the earth. You are doing their work on the earth. And I do my best. I do my dance. And I don't care who watches or who doesn't watch. My job is to do my dance. And then I've done my work. And my job is to ask. My job is to ask, how do I do your work on the earth? How do I do your work? I'm here. I'm here. And I'm ready. And how do I do your work? How do I do your work? That's what we all have to ask. That's what we all have to ask. And I'm doing my little part of it. It might not be changed. Maybe it is going to change the world. Who knows? But I think your part is more important. I think you're going to do more. I think you're going to change the world. Change the world. And I'm here to try to motivate you to do it. You're going to change the whole world. You are Ducas. You are led the whole. You are the Tuatha Dé Danann. You are here. You're not going to live a little life and die. Now, do all the little things. Pay your bills. Do your shopping. Get all that done. Do your job. But you are here. You are here for a much bigger reason. This is the end of the old world. This is the end of the old world. You are here for a much bigger reason. You're here to usher in the new Gaelic golden age. You are here to feel the Tuatha Dé Danann in your heart, in McCree. You are here to feel that now. You are here to usher in the new world. The new Gaelic golden age. They're fighting, aren't they? They're fighting to keep the old world. Can you feel it? But it's falling away from them. Because of you. Because of you. It's here. Ducas. Let the whole. It's here. Can you feel it? So let's talk about it. Let's talk about the famicide. The famicide. Let's talk about it. So what disconnected us from our Ducas? What disconnected us? Well, many, many things. Years and years of plantation. Years and years of famicide. Years and years of coffin ships. Years and years of relying on the powers that be, the governments. Well, it doesn't matter if it's the English government, the Irish government. But relying on them, thinking they're going to sort it out. They're going to make everything alright. They're going to do something for me. They're not going to do anything for you. They really don't care. They really don't care. They get their orders from somewhere else. They're not going to do anything for you. So the coffin ships, the famicide happened. The people being found dead on the ground with grass in their mouths. that happened. When I hear people talking about the great, let's call it Gorta Moor and the Great Irish Famine. We know what it really was, but let's call it the Great Irish Famine, the Great Gaelic Famine. So when I hear people talking about it, they say 1 million dead, 1 million dead, and a couple of million went on famine ships or coffin ships, whatever you want to call them. But there was over 10 million people in Ireland by official records, and when I was growing up there was 4 million. So I'm not great at maths, but that seems like 6 million people either dead or on coffin ships. And the numbers don't matter, really. The numbers don't matter. What matters is the disconnection. The point of it was the disconnection from the Ducas. That was the point of it. So I listen to Chasing Abbey now, and they're saying Durka dis, a cree. Darkness in your heart. Durka dis. So they've taken the Ducas from us, Ducas McCree, and changed it to Durka dis, a cree. They've taken it from us, the Ducas. That was the disconnection. Now you're beginning to feel it again. You're beginning to wake up. You're beginning to remember who you are. But the Durkadis has been there. We cannot deny that Durkadis has been there. From years and years of black and tans of British Army. Now when I'm talking about the black and tans and British Army, I'm not talking about normal, salt of the earth, incredible English people who the Irish people have a huge connection with. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the people at the top of the list. The people on the list. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. They treated the English just as bad as they treated the Irish. So let's not forget that connection. That's real. But the Durkadis has taken over from the years and years. But it's over now. It's over now. This is the Gaelic golden age. It's changed. It's gone. Yes, we have to go through some difficult days over the next few years to get to the Gaelic golden age. But it's coming. Yeah, and I know you can feel it. And Ducas, we cannot talk about Ducas without talking about Brehon Law. It's really, really important. Brehon Law was taken from nature. If it happened in nature, it was natural and it should happen. And Ducas, to think about Ducas, we think of the salmon. We think of the salmon. The salmon goes out into the sea for many, many years, but always comes back to where it belongs. It knows where it belongs. It knows where it belongs, and it jumps up out of rivers to get back. It goes through incredible pain. In fact, it dies. It goes through so much pain to get back to where it belongs, and it dies when it gets there. But it knows where it belongs. It doesn't use Google Maps. It doesn't use Apple Maps. It doesn't even have a big paper map. It just knows. It feels it in its heart. It knows where it belongs. And it works to get back there. It works. It feels it. Just like you feel it. We belong here. We're part of this land. Ducas. The salmon embodies Ducas. It goes back to where it belongs. Even if it goes off on adventures during its life, it always feels the call back to where it belongs. And it goes through incredible pain. It goes through many die before it gets there. But it understands Ducas on a deep level. And it always goes back to where it belongs. So the Gaelic people could see what the salmon did. Please ignore the sounds in the background. The salmon knew where it belonged, and it went back. It always went back to where it belonged. It understood Ducas, the Triskele of Ducas. Your homeland, who you are, and your connection with the gods. The three aspects cannot be disconnected. They're just one. You cannot disconnect them. Yes, you can destroy a person or destroy a peoples for many, many years, but the indigenous people remember. The indigenous Gaelic people of Ireland remember. that memory can never be taken away. And Ducas is not only for people in Ireland right now. Ducas is for people in Ireland right now. The indigenous people who are here, who should be respected. The great thing about the Irish police, what we call the Gardaí, is we always felt up to this point that they were working through consent of the people. We would always support them, always protect them. Now, they've always been as Ducas as well. They are the Gaelic people. The heart is the same. It cannot be disconnected. They've always worked through consent, because you are us and we are you. And they're great people. Great people. But Ducas is not only, let's just say Ducas is not only for the indigenous people of Ireland, it's also for the Gaelic people, the 80 million Gaelic people all around the world. All around the world. You can feel it. I know you can feel it too. The Irish American, the Irish Australian, the Irish man in Liverpool. You can feel it. You can feel the Ducas. I know you can. I know you feel it. I know you feel it. You may never come here. You may never speak a word of Irish. You may never set foot in Ireland. But you can feel it, that you have this connection. You can feel you have this connection. We know you do. And you can feel it. And so those 80 million people are all connected to Ireland. Ireland is a very, very special country. Ireland is the spiritual homeland of the Gaelic people. Ireland is the homeland of the indigenous Irish people. It's a very, very, it's not like a normal country. It's a very spiritual place. When you set foot on Ireland, you are connecting with the goddess Ériu just because you're here. This is a very, very special place. And it connects 80 million people all around the world. This land does. And that's Ducas. That feeling you feel. The word for it that you never knew there was a word for it is called Ducas. Ducas. So the Irish story is of two things. The Irish story is of two things. It's Ducas McCree and Durcatus Sacree. It's about the connection I feel to my homeland in my heart. But it's also about the darkness. We cannot pretend we don't feel the darkness of what happened in this country. And what happened on ships. And what happened on people who were exported all around the world. They weren't going on holiday. They weren't trying to go somewhere. They were forced into exile. But they still feel the Ducas. That is the Ducas McCree. That is the Gaelic story. But we cannot pretend there's not some Durcatus too. But that is the Gaelic story. The Gaelic stories of connection. The Gaelic stories of the Tuatha Dé Danann. The Gaelic story is of the goddess Ériu. The Gaelic story is of the indigenous people who can be attacked over and over again but always get back up again. The Tuatha Dé Danann always get back up again. They can be knocked over, but they always get back up. They always get back up. So I want to hear from you. Do you feel Ducas? Do you feel this is real? I want you to say in the comments. Do you feel your connection to your homeland? Do you feel your connection to the Triskele? Do you feel your connection to the Tuatha Dé Danann? Do you feel like the Tuatha Dé Danann are inside you when you stand up? When you stand up, are you looking through those 40-foot tall eyes of the Tuatha Dé Danann? You survey this country with your 40-foot tall eyes. Can you feel? I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you. Ducas. Ériu Abu. Ériu Abu. Agus tá ar lá an seo.